all. In today's video, we are going to learn about a topic, protocols and standards. As I have told you that a data communication system consists of 5 important components: the sender, the receiver, message, the transmission media and protocol. Where a protocol is a rule or a protocol defines a set of rules that govern the data communication process. So if you want your data communication to be efficient, it has to be governed by a protocol. Basically, a protocol determines what is communicated, how is it communicated, and when is it communicated. So to describe all these three terms, the protocol consists of 3 key elements: the syntax, the semantic, and timing. So the 3 basic key features of a protocol are syntax, semantics and timing, where a syntax specifies the structure or format of the data. For example, if I have got 8 binary digits, then I have another 8 binary digits, then I have many number of bits. So the first 8 bits, for example, specifies the sender's address. The next 8 bits specifies the destination address, and the remaining bit specifies the data that has to be transmitted. So this is the structure or the format in which we are sending the data. So this is called as a syntax. What do you mean by semantics? Semantics, the basic meaning of semantic itself is meaning. So whatever you are sending, what does it mean or how it has to be interpreted? So semantics specify the interpretation of what data has been communicated. For example, if I specify that this is the address, now how this address has to be interpreted, whether it is the address of the destination or is it the address of the route that I have to follow to reach to the destination. So this interpretation is provided by the semantics of a protocol. Then timing. Timing specifies when the data has to be transmitted and with what speed the data has to be transmitted. When the data should be sent and at what speed the data has to be sent or received specifies by the timing of a protocol. So basically, a protocol is a set of rules that govern the communication process, having 3 key elements in it: syntax specifying the structure, semantics interpreting the data in communication, and timing specifies when we have to transmit and with what speed we have to transmit. Then coming on to the next topic, that is standards. Standards are basically used to provide guidelines to manufacturers, vendors and government agencies and any other service providers, so that we can ensure a proper manufacturing, a proper communication is being done internationally. That means we have to follow some guidelines if in whatever sector we are. So we go according to some standards or some benchmarks. Okay, so these, now because we are talking about data communications and computer networks, we will confine the concept of standards to data communication only. In data communication, the standards are of 2 categories. We have de facto and de jure. We have 2 standards here, 2 types of categories, de facto and de jure. De facto means it is by fact. De jure means it is by the government or by the law or regulation. The de facto meaning is by fact or by convention. That means these standards have not been approved by any particular organized body. They only have become so popular because of their widespread use. There is no such standards talking about de facto standards. There is no proper organization specifying about the standards, but they have become standards because of their widespread use. For example, if I say that we have the QWERTY keyboards, this is a very standard keyboard typing pattern, but it wasn't organized. It wasn't standardized by any organization. It has become a standard by its widespread use. Another basic example I could give is about the English language. English language is a language which is which has become a standard of communication across the globe because of its widespread use. Then coming on to de jure. De jure standards are the ones which have been recognized or legislated by an officially recognized body, that is by law or by regulation. Let us see some standards of data communication, the important standards of data communication. We have the ISO standard, International Standard Organization. Then we have IEEE, Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineering. ANSI, American National Standard Institute. Then we have International Telecommunication Union. Then we have Electronic Industries Association. ISO standard is mostly concerned about the scientific and technology. It's mostly concerned about the scientific and technology developments. IEEE is an organization for growth of professional education. ANSI is an American National Standard Institute. Basically, it is a non-profit organization of it's a private organization not related to the government of America, but it is used to standardize many technologies and computations. Then coming on to ITU, that is the telecommunication standard, where it gives standards or regulations for the telecommunication department or the communication sector. Then coming on to Electronic Industries Association, it is a very important organization which is used for regulating the manufacturing of electronic devices. It is a organization which is regulating the manufacturing of electronic devices. So these are the different standards available. So this was about your protocols and standards. Thank you.